12 of you, a man from each tribe, will go spy out the land.
Move! Together now! To the foundation! Heave! Report!
We cannot take the land, Elder Moshe. There are giants there.
Baruch Hashem Yah Bahashem Yahushua. Baruch Hashem Yahushua. Shalom, family. Today I'm going to talk about a good report. Okay? And we want to always have a good report when it comes to Yahuah, when it comes to our relationship with Him, what He has promised us, what we believe, because we have to have faith, that He's going to do for us in the situation that He has created or structured around us, that He will deliver us from and bring us through. Because He has promised us the desires of our heart. He has promised us things that He will restore to us. But we're going to have faith. We have to have obedience also. And faith that Yah will perform what He has promised. And we're going to start with a few scriptures here to kind of wrap up basically what we're going to be talking about. Matthew 6:33, but seek ye first the reign of Elohim and His righteousness, and all these matters should be added to you. Everything you have need of, Yah says, He will add to you. He knows what you need. He knows what you want. He will add them to you. Okay. If you seek His righteousness and His kingdom first, we have to have faithfulness and obedience. That's important. Yahuah 15:7-10. If you stay in me and my words stay in you, you shall ask whatever you wish, and it shall be done for you. If you guard my commands, you shall stay in my love, even as I have guarded my Father's commands and stay in His love. As Yahushua was talking to the disciples and telling us, we obey His commands. The words of commands come from Yahuah, and stay in them. Then we may ask what we will, and it will be done for us. And these three scriptures I just read can be summed up in Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself in Yahuah, and He will give you the desire of your heart. This is the summation of what we just went over. You delight in Yah, and He'll give you the desires of your heart. Okay, it's a promise. So it's nothing that might happen. If you delight in Yah, and you walk with Him, and you trust Him, and you are obedient to Him, and you serve Him, then you get the desires of your heart. However, you will be tested. Okay? We're going to go into Numbers. I'm going to talk about our people once they were delivered from Egypt, of Mitzrayim, and Yah was presenting to them the land of Canaan as a gift to say, I'm giving you this land flowing with milk and honey. Okay? Go spy it out. They went to spy out that land. Now, just spying out that land was a test. Okay? And we all go through similar things. Yah will present a situation and which may look like there was some opposition. You will feel it. You will see it. And that's when your faith has to overcome what you see. Okay? Because it's very much a faith walk, very much a believing in Yah. And we'll get to that in specifics in a minute. But you will be tested. You will be tested on what you desire, what you even need. You are going to have to believe beyond belief, beyond what you see or hear or feel. Okay? So they went to spy out the land. Okay? One man of each tribe. This is Numbers 13:1-3. This is Yahuah spoke to Moshe. Okay? Verse 3. And by the command of Yahuah, Moshe sent them from the wilderness of Paran, all of them men who were heads of the children of Yasharah. Okay, so they went out to spy the land. Okay, now let's take a look at what happened once they got back. And they returned from spying out the land after 40 days. And they went and came to Moshe and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Yasharah in the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh. And they brought back word to them and all the congregation and showed them the fruit of the land. And they reported to him and said, we went to the land where you sent us, and truly it flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. But the people who dwell in the land are strong, and the cities are walled, very great. And we saw the descendants of Anak there too. So here's the build up to why they're going to give the report they're going to give. let's forget about the fruit and all those things look good. Let's look at what looks bad. Okay, let's look at what is not looking favorable. Okay, giants there, we saw them. People are strong. This is not looking favorable to us at all. Why? Because they're discounting Yah and only looking at themselves. So let's keep going. 29 through 31. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, while the Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and along the banks of Yarden. And Caleb silenced the people before Moshe and said, "Let us go up at once and take possession. We are certainly able to overcome it." But the men who had gone up with him said, "We are not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we." So you have two opposite sides of the spectrum here. You have Caleb saying, "Let's go up right now, because we're able to get this. We're able to do it." He was there. He saw it. He saw what they saw. We were well able to take this land. Let's go do it. We're able to overcome it. Why? He did not discount Yah. He knew Yahuah was on his side. He knew that. So his report was a good report. This is where we should be, where Caleb is, and where Joshua will then agree and co-sign that we are well able to do this. Okay? But the prevailing sentiment and faithless attitudes, we cannot do this. Okay? And of course, we will see that the people, for the most part, listen to the bad report. Okay? We'll get into what problems that stirred up. Okay, so let's keep going here. And they gave the children of Yasharah an evil report. That's Numbers 13, 32, and 33. Evil report of the land which they spied out, saying, "The land through which we have gone as spies is a land eating up its inhabitants. And all the people whom we saw in it are men of great size. And we saw there Nephilim and Anak, sons of Anak, of the Nephilim. And we were like grasshoppers in our own eyes. So we were in their eyes." We're so little and weak, and they're so big and strong. There's no way we're going to be able to do this. Again, faithlessness. No belief. And this is a people, and we're going to get into it, who saw so many things. Let's keep going here. Now, let's look at the results, because please continue reading this on your own. I'm going to summarize some of the things that happened after this, after the scriptures I just read, okay? After the bad report and the evil report came, this is what the results of it amongst the people, not just the 10 people with the bad report, the whole congregation. This is what they were doing, the exception of Caleb and Joshua, and Moshe, Aaron, but the people, okay, the great majority of the people, this is what they did. They cried all night, okay? Then they start to grumble against Moshe and Aaron. Okay, they start to speak against them. What have these people done to us? They desired to go back to Egypt. They're like, man, we should have died there. Why are we out here? We can't live here, and we can't take this land. Okay, so then they discussed appointing a leader. And all this is in the scriptures. You just keep on reading Numbers 14. They wanted to appoint a leader to lead them back to Mizraim. Let's go back there. Okay, back to bondage. Let's go back into the slave state we were in. And then when Yehoshua, Joshua, and Caleb said, hey, they rebuked them, let's not do this. We were able to take this land. What are you doing? Bringing this evil report when Yah is on our side. Well, they said, you know what? Let's stone them. And they were getting ready to stone them. Okay, because they were rebuked for being faithless. And then Yah stepped in. And when Yah stepped in, he showed up. And, there are two ways for Yah to show up. You don't want him to show up this way in your unbelief and, want to stone the messengers of faith. Because that's what happens when you refuse to believe Yah. You want to eliminate any voice that encourages you to push forward. This is how bad it can get if you believe the bad report. Now, this is very important what Yah said, okay, to Moshe after this. Now, again, read it all for yourself. I'm not going to cover it all, but let's look at what Yah said here. And Yahuah said to Moshe, how long shall I be scorned by these people? How long shall I not be trusted by them? This is where we never want to be. I don't care what things look like that we're not trusting him. Let it be written in the book that you trusted Yah, even if you die in it. Let it be written that you died or lost or whatever, trusting in Yah, because this is where we never want to be. How long shall I be scorned by these people? This is what he's saying when you bring an evil report. How long shall I not be trusted by them? With all the signs which I have done in their midst in Egypt. And then when they left Egypt, Yah did so many things for them to show them. Just along the way, things were done for them. They were removed. They came out of Egypt by a mighty hand. And Yah showed them so many things, so many wonderful works coming out of that land of bondage. And he has done things for us in our lives. Many of us can look and see all of the miraculous things he's done that only we know that only he could do. And when we look back on those things, we can't forget what he has done. And then turn around and bring an evil report about our situation, our future, what we hope for, what's going on in our lives, to bring a bad report on that. When Yah's the one sustaining us and maintaining us and waking us up and giving us all of our senses. It showed many of us, and hopefully, and I know there will be more of us, who we are. Some people just learning right now. These are miraculous things and prophetic things that he said he would do. But we cannot be here where we're bringing an evil report on any of this, anything we see. We don't want to be sitting up here speaking evil of anything associated with something Yah has promised us, okay, or something Yah has shown us. This is very important because the test will come. We will be tested on these things. Situations will show up. We'll be denied, or so it appears, okay? Because we have to look at it like this. Any denial, anything that doesn't seem to be going our way, Yah's the one blocking it. But why is he blocking it? Because Yah has something better than what we can even ask or think. He wants to test your faith and make sure it is where it needs to be. Because these are the type of people he wants to serve him. Those who will not scorn him. Those who will always trust him. Okay? This is what he wants, and this is what he wanted then. It hasn't changed, his desire for his people. So we have to be careful and understand that we need to bring a good report. Something's happening to somebody right now, something didn't go well, something doesn't look good. But we're going to have to bring a good report. This will turn out for my good. I know, Abba Yah, that you have this and you're going to do this for me. And let it be written that my faith is here. Okay? Regardless of what it looks like. This is where we need to be, and this will put us in a position for more than we can even imagine, because Yah is getting ready to raise his people up to another level. Okay, so he's setting the stage now, and we have to be in a position of faith. Okay, to be on the right side of this, and not the rebellious ones that he said he's gonna wipe out from amongst our people. Okay, so again, read Numbers, read your word, study, show yourself approved. It's important to pray and understand and desire understanding, because we're still learning here. Till next time, hallelujah, and may Yah add a blessing to his word.
Elder Moshe, we be well able to take the land with Yahuah's help.
Yes,